My name is Fatima Yusuf, and this is not just a story, it is my life. I was born in a small village on the outskirts of Kaduna. My father was a mechanic, and my mother sold rice and beans by the roadside. We were not rich. In fact, there were times we barely ate twice a day, but we were content. I was the firstborn of five children, so naturally expectations were high. From a young age, I woke up before dawn to fetch water, help my mother at the shop, and still rush to school. My uniform was old, my shoes had holes, my hair was never made, but I always come first in class. Still, none of that mattered to some of my classmates, especially Aisha. They laughed at me relentlessly. They always start with, Fatima, are you wearing that dress again? You look like you slept in a dustbin. Don't sit near me, oh. I don't want to catch poverty. They laughed, they mocked, they insulted me with so many hurtful words. Even teachers sometimes gave me pity looks. Yeah, it hurt. But I never responded. I always keep quiet and I always go home, cried into my pillow, and continued the next day like nothing happened. One day in gestury, our teacher asked us to write and read aloud a letter to our future self. I remember standing in front of the class reading my dream. Dear Fatima, I hope by now you have become someone your parents can be proud of. Someone who feeds others, trains others, and carries her family out of lack. The whole class burst into laughter. But the moment stayed with me. Yes, it stayed with me. After secondary school, things got harder. My father became sick, and my mother's food business collapsed after a fire incident. We had no money. I had admission into Polytechnic, but no way to pay the fees. So I paused school and started learning how to sew. I didn't even have a sewing machine. I watched a tailor in our street and offered to clean her shop if she would let me observe. She agreed. That's where I began. I practiced with rags, used thread from my mother's old wrapper, and when I finally stitched my first